How you doing, guys? Great to see you here. Today I'm gonna bring you Dirt deck profile. I've been playtesting this deck a couple times. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know, it feels a little bit weird compared to like the older deck list that I played. But yeah, this is going to be my take on it. I'm probably gonna change a couple things here and there in the future. But yeah, use my deck profile as a reference. But yeah, and I divided the deck in cards that make stack, Rite, and then angelic, well, barrage type scenarios, or anything that is not related to the entire in archetype thing bullshit. So yeah, stuff like angelic, barrage, and Medusa will be in this pile right here. So yeah, anyways, starting off, I'm going to go into the put that in there. Put this in here, I guess. Okay, so starting with the evolve deck, playing 2 copies of Sweet to Medusa. She's pretty good, spell removal and everything. But I don't know. I feel like she's a little bit on the slow side. So going to evolve might not be the best. But the effect on the base version to search, it's pretty good. So going to the evolve, I don't know, feels a little bit more risky, but it's there and it's pretty good and it's okay. Next, we're playing 3 copies of Ancient Alchemist. Card is broken. This is probably going to be your main source of your main win con. She could output so much damage in one turn that, to be honest, playing 3 copies is pretty much the go-to. But yeah, next we're playing 3 copies of Rune, or whatever she's pronounced. Same thing with the Ancient Alchemist. It's pretty good. She's not going to be your main win con, but she's going to give you that resource to get into the Ancient Alchemist more often, and make your opponent a little bit more annoyed for sure. But yeah, oh yeah, another thing that I want to say is that this deck, from all the other decks compared to Black and White and Bats, I feel this one does require a lot of brain power. So don't worry, take your time thinking your place and everything, because once you get into that late game type scenario that you want, yeah, things might get a little bit more complicated. So yeah, finally, to round up the entire evolve deck, playing 2 copies of Rabbit Mage. Do you really want to see this as soon as possible? The card is pretty good, just filters your deck and gets you whatever you need, either your Ancient Alchemist or Rune or Riley, any of the cards that will win you the game pretty much. This guy right here will get you to it. But yeah, other than that, he is okay. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but yeah, the evolve deck is a little bit tight, so yeah, I will not change much. Alright, now going into the stack, or the cards that make, or the Urge Sigil and the stock generators. Starting off, we're playing 3 copies of Witch's Cauldron. Top 4 at a card with Earthright, same thing as the Rabbit. So yeah, Gingerbread House, pretty much the best card. It's weird that we haven't got this limited as of now, but yeah, let's see what happens on set 10. But yeah, you can fetch it from your deck, heal 3 if you're in a tough spot, and so on and so forth. And I feel like the best card, to be honest, is Teaching of Creation. So yeah, basically just draws you 1 card, so Upstart Goblin if you want to see it like that. So yeah, that's it for the cost. I'm gonna put all the stacks in here. Hope the light doesn't annoy it a little bit. Next we're playing 2 copies of Red Hot Ritual. Good spot removal while you're generating that stack and making the big card pretty big. Other than that, doesn't do anything else. Summoning Drill is pretty good. Gets any card that you want into the on your hand into the graveyard with no problem whatsoever, like Riley's. It gives you a guard form, so you can have something to protect. And then the other effect, it's also pretty good, where you can discard a card and then put a strike form golem into your EX area, and then give all golem followers on the field and in your EX area +1 attack. So you can make the guard forms a little bit more bigger and a little bit more tedious. So you have 2 copies back to back, and you decide to discard, yeah, you will get those guard forms pretty big, and they're good. Sadly, they don't have anything like Storm or anything, but if they survive, they will deal a lot of damage if they survive. The other card that makes stack, and I'm gonna put it in here, it's the Rabbit Mage. On summon, makes you a magic settlement, nothing really out of the ordinary. To round up the cost 2 cards, I'm playing 1 copy of Alchemist Workshop. It just makes you one golem in case you need that extra push for Ancient Alchemist. And yeah, it's a good kind of like spot removal in a way. If your opponent is rushing and everything, like bats and stuff, you can just go ahead and play guard form and, you know, swing or just create a body. So you don't have, you know, nothing really out of the ordinary. Next, to round up all the Earth Sigils, I'm playing one copy of Price of Magic. It's good. It's a good spot removal. Banishes something with 4 defense or less. It's not bad. Like I said, it could be better. And this card, I'm still debating on it. I'll probably cut it to 1. It's a fact. It's just when you play it, just revive an Alchemist follower from your cemetery, and that's pretty much it. And for the only Alchemist cards we have is the Ancient Alchemist and Third Wind, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, these are all the Earth Sigils and cards that make you that stack. So yeah, it's a lot, and I feel like I should definitely cut this a little bit and have cards that, you know, have something with Rite, so I don't whiff. So yeah, anyways, next, going into the Rite related cards. I'm playing 3 copies of Beast Phage Mage. Rite 1, so obviously, you know, engage, hit, and Rite, and deal 2 damage to something on the field. I feel like the 2 damage, it's a little bit too weak. I feel like 3 should have been better, but yeah, whatever. Summon Magic Sediment when it dies, so yeah, at least he does something when he is destroyed. And then you play a bunch of high cost cards. So I'm playing 2 copies of Ancient Alchemist. So unlike the evolved one, you only really need 1. So as soon as you get to your 1 copy and dish it and send it to the graveyard with whatever, or you play it and make the golems, you don't really need the 2nd copy, because you could just go ahead and revive it and go for all the wacky plays late game. So I feel like 2 copies is okay. And there's plenty of cards. If I'm not mistaken, there's 5 cards that will get you access at least to this card, so you should be fine. 3 copies of Third Wind. Both effects are pretty good. The fact that she makes the instant potion with Rite, it's good. It's a good form of spot removal, but sometimes you really don't want to do that, and you just go into the other one where, you know, Rite and make the Eternal Potion. And the Eternal Potion is the better one, and is the one that will loop your Ancient Alchemist. So if you kind of want to see Win more often than usual, just to start filling up your EX area with, you know, Eternal Potions and Instant Potions. But yeah, and then the other effect on Evolve is that the first Alchemist card you play is going to be 2 less. If I'm not mistaken, it has to be spell. Let me double check. Token you play is going to be 2 less. So yeah, the card is pretty good. But yeah, the fact that it takes 2 stacks, that's the reason why you play a lot of cards to make stack. So yeah. Next, Riley's another form of winning. You will win with her a lot, but it's also your other form of draw power. Obviously you could just play it Rite and then draw 2 cards, but you can choose up to 3, like 1 of 3 effects, or if you revive it from the graveyard, you choose all 3. So that's kind of like the main one that you're gonna go. If you revive her by her effect, she gets Storm. So yeah, a 6 attack card that draws you 2 cards, removes something from the field. It's pretty freaking good. But yeah, obviously when you revive her with her effect, she gets Last Word, banish this card. So sometimes you kind of just want to revive her with something and go from there. Obviously you'll get Rush if you revive it with the Third Wind. But yeah, other than that, it draws you 2, so you're not bad. Finally, to run up all the Rite related cards that I feel I should play more, I'm playing Faust. This guy is pretty good. Gets you any of the Earth Sigils, so not the mage, and puts them onto the EX area, and they cost, I think, 0, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just search for 2 Earth Sigils that they equal or less. The cost is going to be 4. and put them into the EX area. They cost 0 this turn, and then at the start of the end phase, Rite, select an enemy follower on the field. Sorry, select a follower on your field, get +1/+1, and deal 2 damage to your opponent. So you can kind of like slowly chip away your opponent's health pretty fast. The annoying part is trying to get to set up that play, so yeah, it's a little bit annoying. But yeah, anyways, going into the weird and not related, like Rite or stack related cards, playing 1 copy of Angelic Barrage. I mean, it's searchable with Medusa. It's not bad. I kind of like it, to be honest. I was playing Golem's Rampart, but yeah, you need a Golem on the field, so do I really want to go into that scenario? No, not really. So yeah. Next, this is a weird tech. I just have 2 extra spaces. And they could have been something with Rite, so don't take my word for it, but I really like this. I'm playing 2 copies of Prototype Warrior. The only reason why I play him is because it's a golem, so when you play with Ancient Alchemist, it's free, so you can burn your opponent for 3. So sometimes this is just the extra damage you need, and it puts a assembly drawer in the back just in case. It's very rare that you will manage to put all the copies on the field, but if you open both of them, I don't know, turn 1 you could play him, make the assembly droid, turn 2 summon the assembly droid, and then play this and bump everything. Everything will get +1/+1 and rush, well, all the Machina cards. But yeah, it's oh no, never mind, I read the card wrong. But yeah, either way, makes you an assembly droid. It's pretty good. And yeah, other than that, it's just a golem. That's pretty much it. It doesn't have any other purpose. That is just a golem. But yeah, this could be something else. Don't take my word for it. And to finally run up the entire deck profile, 2 Sweet Tooth Medusas. I already explained the card. Search your deck for a cost 2 or less card, review it, and add it to your hand. Pretty good. Searchers for any amulet that you need. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and the other effect, don't play too much into her effect. I feel like it's not even worth it, and to a certain degree, I could even see myself cutting her just to have the extra space, because to be honest, yeah, she's nice and everything. She searches something and then on evolve deals damage to something, but the fact that, yeah, the snakes could kind of like clog your zones, and if you don't have any way to get rid of them, yeah, you are going to hate yourself at that point. But yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the Rite deck profile. This is the one deck I have been playtesting a little bit. Obviously I've been playtesting more black and white and vampires, but this is the deck that I have been kind of like brainstorming a little bit. Again, like I said, these are the only flex spots that I find myself getting rid of. I do like the Prototype Warrior, and I could keep it in, but to be honest, don't take my word for it. This could be something else. So yeah, let me just cope in peace. That I really like the artwork of that card, and it's not even that good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Dirt. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.